Hello, so today's question from an IT leader is, my team don't seem to understand how unhappy our customers are. What do I do? Quite a common situation to be in, I think.
Yeah, I've
the disconnect between customer, particularly a large organisation, between the customer and the team can be quite wide.
Yeah, exactly. And many people, if you're a software engineer at the back of an organisation, so to speak, somewhere, a network engineer, data centre engineer, whatever we're talking about, it could well be that you are a huge distance away from the actual customer. There's an interesting question you can often ask a team around what do our customers actually do on our platforms? How are our services, how are our structures used? And that maybe that invites the beginning of a good conversation where you start to educate your teams about how things are done. In my experience, certainly, being able to have a repertoire of stories, of anecdotes, of knowledge of the customers existing and working with us as an organisation provide great resources to be able to teach, tell, share, show your team what it is that happens on your platform. The more that you can connect that to a human story where people using your platform get a certain kind of an outcome, that begins to build evidence, I suppose, for people.
Yeah, and I think that's really important, because what you don't want to do is you're just telling them that customers are really unhappy because they've lost X amount of money, or that's not working. You need to explain to them and be with them on that journey. So the more regularly you do it and share that story, the more people will want to hear, because genuinely at the end of the day, people want to know that they're working for a valued organisation, that they're connecting with a customer. It's part of your brand story anyway as an organisation and team. So you want to hire the best and do the best and deliver the best for the customer. Yeah,
exactly. Anything that can help elevate you above a conversation about, well, it's only a Sev2, or we hit our 99.9 availability, so what's the problem? True, within an SLA, within a contract, that might be correct, but there's still human beings at the other side of this. There are still customers that are in pain, even if you did meet your targets, and even if you did respond within the agreed SLA. So information around that, first and foremost, that helps. That connects people and will help with engagement in general. I would be practical too. Look for opportunities and invite your team to look for opportunities to spend time with customers.
Yeah.
So that could be with pre-sales, with sales teams, to go and talk and understand. It could be attending events at your customers' sites, for example, things that they're doing. Building relationships. If you're a service delivery manager, for example, that regularly works with certain people within a customer organisation, great. Take along some technical teams with you. Let technical teams meet technical teams. Do things that help to spread knowledge that way.
Absolutely.
What else might you do? Or are you looking at me like that?
What's really important is the regularity of your communication. So, I think we've talked about, build your story, share it, make it human, make it connect to the customer, because your customer could be your next door neighbour anyway.
Yeah.
Sometimes. Keep that communication going. Don't just drop into a team meeting every quarter and go, this is what's happened, it's cost us X amount of money. Bring those people together all the time.
Yes. I will add one last point. I know there's always one last point with me, and it's not necessarily the last point, but this is as a leader, examine the system that your team are working in too. So a simple example from a service desk. Let's imagine that the customers are really unhappy because whenever I call your service desk, you never fix my problems. If you stand back and then notice that the service desk are primarily monitored by or measured by the speed of call answer time, you can't. The system is disallowing your team from solving that problem. Sort that out, and then in combination with the story, the humanising of the environment, your team are in a much better place to act.
Brilliant. Thank you very much. No more points. So if you have any questions or comments about what we've shared with you today, or would like us to feature one of your questions, please do let us know. We'd love to hear from you. In the meantime, thank you very much.